What do you lot say? We say Bismillah in the name of Allah. That's how we begin.
Yeah, we don't say anything.
Okay. So, Larry.
Yeah.
Basically, you know the whole conversation last week, I understood from you two main points.
Yeah.
One, you brought the hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha in Bukhari.
Yeah.
Concerning that when Khadija radiallahu anha, she took the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam to Waraka.
Yeah.
And when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he narrated what happened to him, Waraka said that verily, to the effect that verily this is the Namus, the angel that was sent to Moses.
Yeah.
And your argument was because in the Old Testament or the Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, which the Jews and the Christians have today, it doesn't mention an angel coming to
It doesn't mention
Moses.
Gabriel.
It doesn't mention an angel.
Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
Not angel, Gabriel. Angel Gabriel going to.
Okay.
Yeah. Moses.
So you accept an angel went to Moses.
Sorry?
So you accept an angel went to Moses.
Angel of the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And the angel of the Lord is?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Because I understood you were saying you don't accept an angel. Because the thing is, if you read in the book of Acts, chapter 7, I think around verse 36, it mentions that an angel delivered the message, the law, to Moses on Mount Sinai. You're with that?
Yeah.
You're happy with that?
Yeah.
So
I don't know the thing, but
let me find the verse.
Let's see the verse.
See, the thing is, when you say the angels of the Lord,
Yes.
the angels of the Lord, you identify as Jesus.
As God. Yeah. It's
As
even
Jesus.
God.
Yeah.
Angel of the Lord is God.
Okay. What do you do in the Gospel of Luke when the angel of the Lord informs Joseph that his wife is going to have a baby?
Yeah.
What do you do with that?
Nothing. Well, my thing is,
Uh-huh.
angel of the Lord,
Yeah.
Gabriel, they are different. He said the angel that appears to Moses,
Yeah.
which is Gabriel. And I said Gabriel never appeared to Moses.
How do you know?
Because the Bible didn't say Gabriel, angel Gabriel appeared to Moses.
Okay.
We didn't find it anywhere.
I got a timer, right?
We didn't find it anywhere. But in order for us not to waste time,
Yeah.
and we started talking about how Quran
Yeah.
confirms what we have as the Injil. Because I was saying whatever Waraka had that time, so
Yes.
it wouldn't have been anything that we Christians consider our book. That's what I was saying. That you wouldn't even, because Waraka is not even a Christian. We wouldn't call Waraka a Christian. We call him maybe heretics or something. Whatever he was reading, it couldn't have been what we have today. Because if it is, he will know that there's no messenger coming after Jesus Christ. He will know all that. Then you said Quran never confirms that we have
Yes.
uncorrupted book. That's what you said.
Yes.
And I said Quran did confirm that what we have today. And I even said, and this is now where we ended the conversation. I even said Quran confirms the writings of Luke.
The
Matthew.
religion of?
I said Quran confirms the writings of Luke,
Okay.
Matthew, Mark, because that's what we have.
Where you want to show me from the Quran affirms?
From Quran, from Torah, and history.
Okay. Let me show you what the Quran says.
Show me.
You with
Verse,
it?
yeah.
Okay. So, the Quran,
Which verse?
Surah Ma'idah,
Chapter 2.
no 5.
5, sorry.
No problem. Okay. So chapter 5,
Yeah.
verse 44.
Okay.
Okay. It mentions, Inna anzalna Torah. Verily we have sent down the Torah.
Yeah.
Fihi hudan wa nur. In it is guidance and light. Yahkumu bihan nabiyyun, with which the prophets judge by. So the prophets, they judge by the Torah.
Yeah.
Alladhina aslamu. Those prophets who aslamu, they submitted.
Yeah.
Okay. للذين هادوا, to those who are Jews, to Rabbaniyun, to the scholars, والأحبار بما استحفظوا من كتاب الله, by what they were given to take care of from the book of Allah. So the Quran is mentioning that the Torah was sent down, and the prophets judged by it, and they, the people, the Jews, the rabbis, they were given the responsibility to take care of it.
Take care of it, yeah.
Yes. Now, So the question is, did they take care of it or did they not take care of it?
Okay.
Okay. According to the Quran, a few references. So in chapter 2,
Yeah.
let's see. Okay. So this is starting from chapter 2, verse 44.
44.
Afwan, sorry. My mistake. Okay, no, chapter 75.
75.
So here Allah is addressing the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and the
Yes.
believers. أفتطمعون يؤمنوا لكم وقد كان فريق منهم يسمعون كلام الله ثم يحرفونه من بعد ما عقلوه وهم يعلمون. So Allah asked the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and the believers, do you hope that they will believe in you, considering a group from amongst them, they heard the speech of Allah.
Yeah.
The intent here is the Torah.
I know this process, yeah.
ثم يحرفونه, and then they distorted it. من بعد ما أقلوه, after they understood it. وهم يعلمون, and they knew that this book was from Allah, and they distorted it. This is the position of the Quran. Then if you continue a few verses down, 79. فويل للذين يكتبون الكتاب بأيديهم ثم يقولون هذا من عند الله. So woe to those who write the book with their hands and they say, this is from Allah, ليشتروا به ثمنا قليلا, in order to earn a small price. فويل لهم مما كتبت أيديهم. So woe to them for that which they have written. وويل لهم مما يكسبون, and woe to them for that which they earn.
Hold on, can we stop here? Here,
yes.
This woe to which people? Who is Allah talking to here? Because it is referring to certain groups.
It's referring to the Jews.
The Jews.
The scholars amongst the Jews who heard the speech of Allah and then they distorted it.
So,
and those were amongst the Jews who wrote their book with their own hands.
So some groups wrote it, but not all Jews, right? Some groups.
I'll come to it.
Okay.
I'll come to it. Because what I want to do first, I want to establish what the Quran is saying. Whether you accept it or not is a separate issue.
No, I'm trying to understand it.
And also what the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying. Okay. Then I want to show you from the Bible which you have today.
No, but I need to show you mine as well, so that, because we have only 30 minutes.
We can have more than 30 minutes, but the issue is, you asked me the question. So I have the right to answer.
Yeah, but in order for me to reply you, because if you're just saying things, I'm not able to reply. Then people will like, oh, so he doesn't know what he's saying. So I need to be able to prove
no,
to them.
The problem is, that's fine, but
it's from Quran as well, and I did.
You made a claim.
Yes.
Okay, you made a claim.
Yeah.
And then I'm showing you why we don't accept your claim.
Okay.
Then it mentions in the next chapter, Ali Imran, chapter 3, verse 78.
Yeah, I know it. Okay, say it.
وَإِنَّ مِنْهُمْ لَفَرِيقًا يَلْوُونَ أَلْسِنَتُهُم بِالْكِتَابِ. So from amongst the Jews, there are those people who they recite, they distort their tongues.
The way they talk.
Yes. لِتَحْسَبُوهُ مِنَ الْكِتَابِ. In order you may think it's from the book. وَمَا هُوَ مِنَ الْكِتَابِ. From the book. وَيَقُولُونَ هُوَ مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. And they say that this is from Allah.
When you distort something with your mouth, it doesn't affect the book.
What I'm showing here is, in the Quran it mentions they distorted
with
the
their
book.
mouth.
First it mentions they distorted the book. Okay, yuharrifun to distort. Then it's accusing the Jews of writing the books with their own hands, a group amongst them. And here it's saying that when they recite it, they also done this.
So what I'm trying to say, in this part, I say when they recite it.
Yes, it's reciting,
That means when they're reciting something that's considered as Torah, they distort it with their mouth. So in that case, that means they have Torah. When they're reading it, probably Allah says, "Thou shalt not kill," but they say Allah said we can kill.
For example,
so it doesn't mean the book is corrupt. It's their mouth that is corrupt.
Yes, but the point being is, according to the Quran, the speech of Allah. The first verse we mentioned, it shows
people that wrote
Surah Ma'idah, verse 44, it shows that these people, the rabbis, the Jews, they were given the responsibility to take care of this book. And what we understand is that those people who took care of it, they were people, according to the Quran,
some of them,
they distorted the book.
Some of them.
Yes, a group from amongst them, they distorted the book. A group from amongst them, they wrote the book with their own hands.
But some of them keep the book.
And we'll come to that. And then also, we have those who, when they recite it, they twist their tongue to make it say something it doesn't. Okay. This is the last verse I'm going to show you on this subject. Surah Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 12. وَلَقَدْ أَخَذَ اللَّهُ مِيثَاقَ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ. That verily we took a covenant from the children of Israel. وَبَعَثْنَا مِنْهُمْ اثْنَا عَشَرَ نَقِيبًا. And we made amongst them 12 rulers over each tribe. وَقَالَ اللَّهُ. Allah said to them, إِنِّي مَعَكُمْ. Verily I am with you. I am with you in aid, support, victory. But certain condition, when it comes to الصَّلَاةِ, if you establish the prayer, وَآتُمُ الزَّكَاةِ, you give the charity, وَآمَنْتُمْ بِرَسُولِي, and you believe in my messengers, all of the messengers, وَأَزَرْتُمُوهُمْ, and you honor them, the messengers, وَأَقْرَضْتُمُ اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا, and you lend to Allah a good loan, meaning you take care of the poor, you spend in the way of Allah in a good way. لَأَكَفِّرَنَّ عَنْكُمْ سَيِّئَاتِكُمْ. If you do this, then Allah will expiate your sins. وَأَدْخِلَنَّكُمُ الْجَنَّةِ, and He will enter you into gardens of paradise, تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ, underneath which rivers flow. فَمَنْ كَفَرَ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ مِنْكُمْ فَقَدْ ضَلَّ سَوَاءَ السَّبِيلِ. And those who disbelieve after this, then these have gone clearly astray. فَبِمَا نَقْضِهِمْ مِيثَاقَهُمْ لَعَنَّاهُمْ وَجَعَلْنَا قُلُوبَهُمْ قَاسِيَةً. Then Allah responds, how did they fulfill this covenant? What did they do? Because of your breaking of this covenant, they were cursed. وَجَعَلْنَا قُلُوبَهُمْ قَاسِيَةً. We made their hearts hard. يُحَرِّفُونَ كَلِمَ عَنْ مَوَادِعِهِ. And they distorted the words from their places. وَنَسُوا حَفْظَ مِمَّا ذُكِّرُوا بِهِ. And they forgot a great part of that which they were given. So
that's the reason why you believe that. So to the Torah.
Yes. So the point being, the Quran, which the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam recited and taught to the people, clearly says that the Torah was distorted. Okay. Now, this is from our.
No, he didn't say Torah. He didn't mention Torah. He said they wrote a book.
Okay. Kalamullah.
He didn't say Torah.
What is the speech of Allah?
Word of Allah.
But here, what's the intent of the speech of Allah here? The intent of the speech of Allah here is the Torah.
No.
أَفَتَسْمَعُونَ يُؤْمِنُونَ كَمَا كَانَ فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُمْ يَسْمَعُونَ كَلَامَ اللَّهِ.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
The Quran. Because look, this is the Islamic position. The Quran is saying that they heard the speech of Allah.
Yes.
The intent here for us, all revelation is the speech of Allah.
Can I quickly say something?
Yes.
When you're reading, it says they wrote a book with their hand. It says this is from Allah.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
So they wrote it themselves.
Yes.
And they say it's from Allah.
Yes.
That's what it says.
Yes.
He didn't say they wrote Torah.
Okay.
He didn't say they
First point.
Yeah.
First point. I don't know if you're trying to move away from the first point.
No, I'm not moving away.
The first point is the first verse I mentioned concerning this. It mentions يَسْمَعُونَ كَلَامُ اللَّهِ ثُمَّ يَحَرِّفُونَهُ.
Say it in English.
That they heard the speech of Allah.
Exactly.
The speech of Allah is the Torah, the Zabur given to David, what you call the Psalms, the Injil, and the Quran.
How did they hear it?
The Jews,
someone read it.
When it was recited, they heard it.
Okay.
They knew it was.
How did they recite it? From a book?
Yes.
Or from their off by heart? Probably off by heart or from
No, from a book as far as you know.
Exactly.
But listen, they heard it.
Yes.
And once they heard it, they distorted it. Let me finish. Let me finish. And they wrote the book with their own hand.
Yes.
So this is the Islamic position. As last week, I mentioned to you the narration from Ibn Abbas in Bukhari 7363, where he mentioned, where he said that your own book informs you that the Jews, they changed it. Sorry, they distorted it. وَغَيِّرُوا, they changed it. And they يُحَرِّفُونَهُ, they distorted it. So even the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Bukhari, the hadith before, it mentions that the Jews, they used to recite the Torah in Hebrew, and then they would explain it to the Muslims in Arabic.
They will lie about it.
And the Prophet ﷺ told the companions that do not believe what they said, and do not disbelieve in what they say, but rather say, قُلْ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَيْنَا وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكُمْ. Say, we believe in Allah, and we believe in what was revealed to us, and we believe in what was revealed to you. So we believe in what was revealed, not what they have today.
All right, let me now show you the same chapter that you're saying. But this is the same chapter, chapter 2. Go to 89.
I'm with you. Carry on.
He said, and when there came to them a book from Allah, which is Quran, confirming that which with them.
Yes.
So they have a Torah.
Yes.
At that time, which Allah is saying, this Quran is confirming what you have with you.
No.
Okay, hold on.
Here, what you're doing is
hold on. No,
you're reading your understanding into it. Yes.
Yeah, we'll say. So this is what it says, right? Confirming what is with them. So you said, so
I'm listening.
Before we do that, let's first do the what's it called? Hadith. Then I think it will help us understand this one better. Let's read this one first. This one is Sunnah Ibn Majah.
Okay.
2558. Book 20, Hadith 26. It was narrated that Bara bin Azib said, the messenger of Allah passed by a Jew with a blackened face who had been flogged. He called them and said, is this the punishment for the adulterer that you find in your book? They said yes. Then he called one of their scholars and he said, I adjure you by Allah, who sent down the Torah to Musa, is this the punishment for the adulterer that you find in your book? The scholar said, no. If you had not adjured me by Allah, I would have not told you. The punishment for adulterer that we find in our book is stoning. But many of our nobles were being stoned because of the prevalence of adultery among them. So if we caught one of our nobles committing adultery, we will let him go. But if we caught one of the weak among us, we will carry out the punishment on him. You understand this one?
Yes, I understand.
So Muhammad was talking to these scholars.
Yes.
What did you find in your book? They told him what is inside their book.
Yes.
So this one doesn't really prove that they have the book, but it proves that they know what is inside the book.
No. There's authentic hadith, which are you going to come to, where the Prophet Muhammad said, bring your Torah.
I'm just showing you proof.
Yes. I'm aware of the hadith.
So this is the other one.
Yes.
This is the other one. This is the Sahih Abu Bakr, 36:35, book 61, Hadith 139. The Jews came to Allah. This one, they even talk about, I've forgotten the reference, the Quran, because there's a Quran reference for it, but there's an ayah that came. That's why they're talking about this part.
I'm aware of it. It's in Bukhari, yes.
The Jews came to Allah Messenger and told him that a man and a woman from amongst them had committed illegal sexual intercourse. Allah Messenger said to them, what do you find in the Torah about the legal punishment for Arajim? They replied, we announced their crime and lashed them. Abdullah bin Salam said, you are telling a lie. Torah contains the order of Rajim. They brought and opened the Torah. So they have a physical Torah at that time.
Yes.
So they brought
they call the Torah, yes.
They brought it out. And one of them solaced his hand. He now put his hand on it. On the verse of Rajim.
Yes.
And read the verse preceding and following it. Yes. Abdullah bin Salam said to him, lift your hand. When he lifted his hand, the verse of Rajim was written there.
Rajim, yes.
So that means they didn't distort it with their writing. It's there.
Yes.
Okay. They said, Muhammad had told the truth. The Torah has verse of Rajim. The Prophet then gave the order, both of them should be stoned.
Yes.
So there's a physical book called Torah at the time of Muhammad, which people have access to, and they were reading.
Like today, the Jews and the Christians, they have a book which they call the Torah.
Exactly.
Like today, the Christians, they have a book written after Jesus, which they call the Gospels. Yes.
So now let's prove that what they have then is what we have now.
Okay. So that's the point.
Okay.
Let me explain the position.
Yeah.
My position, what I'm telling you is, as we mentioned from Ibn Abbas,
Yeah.
the book which they have, Ibn Abbas is saying that the Quran has informed you that that which the Jews have,
Is that something you?
no problem, that which the Jews have, it is a distorted book.
Yes.
It is a corrupted book.
Yes.
And they've changed it and they wrote it with their own hands. Ibn Abbas is talking about the Jews in Medina at that time, the book which they have.
Yeah.
The Quran is saying that the Jews, they distorted the book, they changed the book, etc. So what we're saying, even today, when the Jews, they will bring the first 5 books, when the Christians will bring the first 5 books, we still call this the Torah. But we are not saying that this is the revelation given to Moses. I will give you many reasons.
Hold on. Before you give me the reason,
Yes.
I'm saying
Yes.
Quran says that
Yes.
time they have Torah.
Yes.
Right? So
What
you
is
agree that
what is
they
called
have-
the Torah? Yes.
You agree that they have
Yes.
something called Torah that time?
Yes.
Okay.
But
So-
but we are saying what they have as the Torah is a corrupted text. It's not what was revealed to Musa alayhi salam.
Are you talking about those people then, or
Yes.
are you talking about us?
Yes. I'm talking about as Ibn Abbas
But Quran
described
says
it.
what they
Yes.
have
Yeah.
it confirms what they have. Why would Quran confirms what they have with them?
No, the Quran, when it confirms what the Jews and the Christians have.
They have, yes.
Yes. As the Quran says in, let me see, Surah Ma'idah, I think 48, let me find it. Bear with me. So after mentioning the Torah, in 44, and after mentioning the fact that the Torah was given to the people, we must that the people were given the responsibility to take care of it. It mentions وَقَفَّيْنَا عَلَى آثَارِهِمْ بِعِيسَى بْنَ مَرْيَمَ. So this is chapter 46. Chapter 5, yeah. 5:46. وَقَفَّيْنَا عَلَى آثَارِهِمْ بِعِيسَى بْنَ مَرْيَمَ. And after them we followed them up with Jesus. Jesus the son of Mary. مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ مِنَ التَّوْرَاةِ, confirming that which they have with the Torah.
Sorry, can I put your phone on it? So
No
that doesn't fly
problem.
away.
No problem. وَآتَيْنَاهُ الْإِنْجِيلَ. And we gave Jesus the gospel, the Injil.
Yes.
We gave him. So the Quran, as I said last week, the Quran is talking about a book which was given to Jesus. Whether you accept it or not, it's not talking about 27 books written
And I'm trying
after
to
Jesus.
get it.
No, okay.
I know the position,
Okay.
but do you know our concerns, Christian?
Okay, let me come to it. فيه هدى ونور. Now, then the verse after, 2 verses later, it says وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابِ. So this is verse 48. وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ بِالْحَقِّ. And we have sent down to you, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the book, بِالْحَقِّ, in truth. مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ مِنَ الْكِتَابِ, confirming that which came before of the books. وَمَهَيْمِنًا عَلَيْهِ, and as a judge over the previous books. Okay. So,
But we're talking about the one that says they have in their possession.
yes.
You said it confirms what they have in their possession.
Yes. So,
We know that they have the
وَصَدِّقًا
Torah in
لِمَا
their
بَيْنَ
possession,
يَدَيْهِ, yes, confirming that which they have in their hands.
which is authentic.
Let me finish. No, not authentic. I'll
How
tell
can
you.
you confirm something that's not authentic?
I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
Okay. Let's see. The Quran is confirming what the Jews and Christians have in their hands.
Torah.
In that time and
They call it
today.
Torah then.
Yeah. It's confirming that which they have in their hands today, that which is correct from it, and discarding that which
He
is
didn't say
false
that.
from it.
He never said that.
I'll tell you why. Because the Quran, for example, is criticizing those who made Jesus a god. The Quran is rejecting those who say that Jesus was crucified. The Quran is rejecting.
No. He said they think he was crucified. But Allah made it look like that.
No, it doesn't say that.
Okay. He said Allah make it look like
No.
he was crucified.
No, it doesn't say that.
Alright, don't let us go there. Let's continue about this
Okay.
one, because of time.
So, the Quran, when the Quran is confirming the Torah and the
That's your
Injil,
interpretation, not what Quran
no,
said.
it's reality. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because the Quran is the thing which Allah has mentioned is confirming the previous books.
Yes.
Okay. And then it continues, وَمَهَيْمِنٌ عَلَيْهِ, and it is a judge over the previous books.
No. We're talking about confirming. I'm saying the confirming.
No, but it's the same verse.
Yeah, I get it. If I'm
وَمُصَدِّقًا
confirming a
لِمَا
book,
بَيْنِ يَدَيْهِ.
if I know this book is corrupt,
It's confirming. Look, it's confirming that which you have of the books between your hands. It's confirming it.
yes.
And it continues.
Confirming as what?
And وَهَيْمِنٌ عَلَيْهِ, and a judge over them. So look.
Yes, I get it. Quran is judge over it.
So for example, I'll give a very brief example. When the Old Testament is saying that God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and then he rested. Okay. The Quran in reply mentions, bear with me, in Surah Qaf, chapter 50, it mentions وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا فِي سِتَّةِ أَيَّامٍ. That verily we created the heavens and the earth and that which is between it in 6 days. وَمَا
If you don't
مَسَّنَا,
mind, 30 minutes will soon be up. So I need
we can continue, it's fine.
Okay.
وَمَا مَسَّنَا مِنْ لُغُوبٍ, and no tiredness, no fatigue touched us.
It's different from the Bible's.
So from this point, the Quran is confirming the fact that the heavens and the earth were created in a period of 6 days. But then it is rejecting the fact that God had to rest.
It didn't say that.
What does it say?
What you're saying is this.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. That what is inside Quran
Yes.
is different from what is inside Bible.
Yes.
So whatever that is inside Quran should be the correct one, and whatever that's inside the Bible, if it's not,
because the Quran, we have the Quran from the time of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, but you don't have the Torah from the time of Moses.
There's no evidence for that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I will give you evidence.
Hold on. I get what you're saying.
I'm with you. Yes.
That's the position. That's your position as a Muslim. Okay.
Yes.
But the thing is, it's not about what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's not about. If you believe in something that is wrong, it doesn't mean that you're right. People believe in a lot of things that is wrong. Do you get it? Your belief is Quran is right. It doesn't mean that you're right. You can just believe it. Doesn't mean you're right. But this is the thing.
No, but the problem is here. You, as a Christian, you are coming and telling the Muslims what we believe, which the Quran doesn't say. No Muslim has ever understood the Quran this way.
That way, exactly.
Yes.
I get it.
And the Quran doesn't say that either. Yes.
But Quran didn't say what you're saying either. But Quran never said Torah is corrupted. Quran actually says Quran confirms. And the thing is this, the reason why it makes it looks bad is this. If Allah knows that we have a corrupted book and He says Quran confirms it, that means Allah is putting His stamp on it.
No.
Hold on.
That's your understanding.
Hold on. My understanding. Hold on. Let me give you a chance to talk, please.
Okay.
If Allah says to me, I confirm this book in their hand.
Yes.
My belief is this book is good. If that's what Allah said to me, I will believe that's uncorrupted book. But if Allah knows that this book is corrupted, He will say this book that they have in their hand, I do not confirm it because it's corrupted. That's what I will hear. That's what I will expect Allah to say. But hold on. It continues, not just 89. It continues in.
You can come to that point. See, the thing is, when you are applying this understanding, that the Quran is affirming, saying that this book is correct, okay, then you have to put aside where the Quran mentions these people, they wrote a book with their own hands.
It wasn't talking about Jewish people. It was talking about some group.
No, it's talking about Jewish people. It's talking about Jewish people. It's talking about Jews, they distorted the book.
But I get it.
It's talking about the Jews, they distorted the book. They twisted the book with their when they recited it, they twisted their tongues, and it's talking about woe to those who wrote the book with their own hands. That's one. Then when we have the narration of Ibn Abbas.
But why would you take Ibn Abbas over Muhammad?
Because here is not taking one over the other. Okay. Ibn Abbas is explaining the Quran. He's not opposing the Quran. He's not opposing the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay. Then, for example, in the Quran, which is said Muhayminun alayh, a judge over it. There are numerous things in the Quran which refute those things which are found in the first 5 books.
I get it. And that's what we're saying to you.
And on top of this, even if you look what biblical scholars have said today, even if you read the what is called the Old Testament today, there are so many places where you can see this is not from Moses.
Hold on. Let's leave that one.
That's important.
The reason why I'm saying is this, yeah.
Are you saying that the first 5 books you have now is from Moses?
The reason why I'm saying is this.
I'm asking you that.
That has nothing to do with corruption.
Of course, no. Look.
Hold on.
No,
that has nothing to do with corruption.
This is the point. This is the point. Look, if the Quran is saying that we have sent down, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابِ, we have given Moses the book. If the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is saying that Moses was given the Torah, okay, and the Torah was revealed and sent down to Moses, okay, and then a person comes now, either in the time of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, or they come to Stratford in the 21st century and they say, what I have now is uncorrupted, pure revelation from Moses. Then we can examine that book and we can see, for example, the first 5 books, which the traditional position of Judaism and Christianity is that Moses received these books, that he wrote these books.
See, the thing is, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand your
stand. Is that your position, that the first 5 books are from Moses?
They're from Moses, yes. That's what I believe.
Okay.
Hold on. But the thing, hold on. The thing about...
So if it can be, can you prove it's from Moses?
Hold on.
Without the Quran?
Without the Quran.
Are you going to rely on the Quran to prove your book?
I rely on what Bible says. That's why I rely on the Bible says it's Moses. Hold on.
So show me, then show me without the Quran the first 5 books which you have today are from Moses.
That's what I just said to you. The Bible says...
Okay, show me where does it say that?
That what? Because it was Moses that was talking inside it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just for example, the book of Genesis.
Are you saying that he wrote it down by himself? Or is it the one talking in it? I don't know who wrote it. If he's sitting down, asking someone to write it down, or if he's the one that uses his hand to write it himself, I don't know.
That's the Quran is talking about a book which was revealed to Moses.
I think this is where
Kalamullah, the speech of Allah.
Okay, let's talk about this thing. The book that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because my understanding is this: Allah gave the book, so it's like it's already finished. The book is already finished, and Allah gave it to him. That's your understanding.
No.
Is that your understanding?
Listen. What we know from the Quran. The Quran. The angel Gabriel came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Quran was recited to him.
Quran. I'm talking about.
I know the Quran. The Quran was recited to him.
Yes.
And then what he memorized it, and then he would call his companions. They would write it down and they would memorize it. Okay. So this is how the revelation came. As for the Torah, the Quran or the Sunnah doesn't go into detail. But it mentions it's the speech of Allah, as the verse I said to you, يَسْمَعُونَ كَلَامُ اللَّهِ, they heard the speech of Allah. And also it mentions وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابِ, we gave Moses the book.
Yeah, so what's your understanding? That's what what's your understanding about
our understanding is that Moses was given a book
like this, a physical book like this.
Either it was recited to him and he wrote it down, or the people around him wrote it down.
Not sure.
No.
Okay, good.
Okay, listen.
What about Jesus Christ?
Listen. The same. He was given a book. But the point being, whether it was delivered as a book, or whether it was memorized by the Prophet or written down by the Prophet, all of it, from beginning to end, is the word of God.
Okay.
It's not their own words.
Okay. So let's leave that.
Yes.
So this is now. That's your understanding.
That's our understanding. So my point is, the first 5 books you have today, Genesis through to Deuteronomy, is an established fact that this cannot be traced back to Moses.
All right, okay.
Did you agree?
I don't agree with you. But
okay, so show me that it can be traced back to Moses.
We're talking about how Quran confirms what we have. So we're not going there. We can talk about that some other time.
But I'm asking, are you relying upon the Quran to prove your book?
I'm not proving no. I'm saying what you said about our book.
Yes.
You were wrong, because your book didn't say what you're saying about our book.
So your book, are you saying that the book which you have today, the first 5 books of the Bible, are you saying that you can trace this back to Moses?
Yes, I'm saying it.
You're saying you can?
I'm saying that.
And it hasn't been changed?
It hasn't been changed.
And it hasn't been changed?
When you say change, I don't know what you mean by it's been changed. What do you mean?
As in, it's uncorrupted. It is as it was sent down.
Yeah, as far as I know. Hold on. As far as I know. Please, give me a chance to talk about
I want you to prove that point.
Hold on. So this is the thing,
Yeah.
I said Quran confirms what we have in our hand, which is there's a book, physical book, said Torah at the time of Muhammad. Quran confirms it. But you said
no, the Quran negates it also. The Quran negates it as well.
In the 89, hold on.
As I showed you. I gave you one example where the Old Testament says that God rested. But no, because I'm showing you a clear example.
You've already explained yourself, which I understand.
Where God rested,
which is different from Bible,
on the seventh day. That's not in the Bible.
Which is different to you said God rested,
and the Quran mentions it, and it brings the truth of the reality.
This is what we said about Quran. We said Quran is not from God. You know that's what we say, Christian.
Of course, that's what you say, yes.
We said Quran is not from God. We said Quran doesn't even know what Quran is saying. It contradicts itself. Sometimes, hold on. I'm talking about Christian. You said no. We said sometimes we'll say A, sometimes we'll say B. That's our understanding. Okay. So this is the part of the reason why we say this. Because Quran says it confirms what we have. And this is not the funny thing. Hold on. No.
The problem is the problem is here is your understanding. The problem is the understanding you want to put in. What I find interesting.
Let me finish,
please. No, because
I'm not trying to force my belief on you.
No problem. No, but you are speaking about the Quran, something which is false. You are putting your understanding in. The Quran itself is confirming that which is correct with what you have.
Okay.
So for example.
Are you gonna give me a chance to?
Look, simple.
Yeah.
Is the Quran confirming that God rested on the seventh day?
No, it's not.
Is the Quran negating that God rested on the seventh day?
Yes.
So therefore, the Quran is affirming that which is correct from your book.
Or therefore, Quran is saying rubbish.
Huh?
Or therefore, Quran is saying rubbish.
Listen.
That's another way.
Listen.
That's where we see it.
No, Larry, listen. Don't. Listen, honestly. Me, I'll finish the conversation.
Sorry?
I will finish the conversation. Listen, look. If you want to come and say you don't agree with Islam, if you don't agree with the Prophet Muhammad, there's room for this. But if you want to say, use words like rubbish or something like this, then the conversation's finished.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm saying.
No.
Listen,
I disagree with Christianity, but I'm not. When I discuss it with you, I'm not going to use the word rubbish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, let me use another word. Let me. Probably.
No, because the point is.
You get it wrong. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Yeah. But here, a clear example.
No, that's fine.
A clear example.
I'm not worried about the camera. The time's gone.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, but time's gone. So you carry on. Just carry on.
It's on lecture anyway.
It's fine.
So, the point being is, when you say the Quran confirms the Torah,
yes,
we are telling
I didn't say that. Quran said it, not me.
Yes, but you're implying that this means it confirms everything which you have today. The Quran is confirming that which was sent down to Moses from what you have today. So, for example, when you're saying that the Quran confirms the Injil, okay, the Quran is clearly saying that Jesus is not God, that whoever believes in the Trinity is a liar, that whoever believes that Jesus died on the cross, this is a false belief, etc. The Quran is affirming that Jesus mentioned a messenger to come after him, that Abraham mentioned a messenger to come after him. So this is what is being confirmed is that which is correct, and also is corrected, mahayminun alay, a judge over it. But the point being is the 5 books which you have today. Can you demonstrate them without using the Quran that what you have today is what Moses was given or what Moses had in his time up until this day?
Let me tell you something, If I can't prove what Moses had, if I can prove something, I can prove that what we had during the time of Muhammad is what Allah was talking about, right? Whatever we have that time is what Allah was talking about. Whatever they were using, that's what Allah was addressing. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So when you said no, so is the one that Allah gave to Musa, was it corrupted?
When it was sent down?
Yeah.
No.
So that means it's what we have, what we had, or what we have.
No.
Hold on. That means what we have. Allah is saying is corrupted, according to you.
No, because the point you're saying, the point the Christians are saying, or Orientalists saying, that the canon was set, and you have manuscripts that go back to the 4th century.
4th century. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came in the 7th century,
We have a canon.
that is confirming those manuscripts.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what you're. Is that what you? Is that your?
That's your argument.
That's my argument.
That's your argument. But I'm saying what you have today in what we have today in the Bible,
Yes.
which you believe was the same as what was in the 4th century,
4th century.
and what was in the time of the Prophet Muhammad
Yes.
ﷺ, we can clearly show
That the difference is.
that this here now is a corrupted text,
No.
and it wasn't. And
Which one is corrupted? The 4th century one.
the 4th century one,
Okay, yeah.
the 7th century one, and
good.
the 21st century one.
Good. We
Yes.
have good
Yes.
understanding now. So
Yes.
so that's your belief that what they
No,
have.
I will show you.
Hold on.
Okay,
hold on.
Genesis.
Hold on.
Let me show you.
No, hold on. Before you do anything, don't go into the Bible. You just did something now that you didn't know. I will show you. So now, the book that they had in 4th century, you believe that's the book that we have now, right?
No, this is the Christian. I said this is the Christian claim.
And I'm saying, yeah, do you believe it or not? With all the proofs, or you don't believe that?
No, but what I'm saying is
The
that
4th century one.
even what you have in the 4th century
Yes.
is a corrupted text.
I'm not talking about
Yes.
what we have in 4th century.
4th century.
Yeah, during the time of Muhammad, do we still have it now? Whether it's corrupt or not, do we still have it now?
See, what you have in the 4th century, it has books which you've taken out.
We still have those books.
It
We
has,
still know those
it
books.
has the Shepherd of
Ezra,
Hermas.
all those things.
Yes. No,
we
it's
still-
Shepherd of Hermas.
yes,
It has.
Maccabee or whatever. Yes.
Yes.
But we still have them.
You still have them.
Yes.
But
But we
my
don't
point
consider
is,
them anymore as.
but the point is,
Part of-
but in the 4th century, what you had was still a corrupted text.
I get it what you're
Yes.
saying. But what I'm saying, whatever we have, can we still go back and check those things that we have and confirm? If I need to confirm something from it, can we confirm it?
If you want to confirm something from the 21st century,
Yeah.
and you go back to the 4th century, obviously there's going to be manuscript differences.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
Let me finish. There's going to be manuscript differences. But the point being, what you have in the 4th century or the 3rd century, none of it can you affirm back to Jesus. None
Forget
of
about Jesus.
No. Listen. None of it you're able to confirm back to David,
Yeah, okay.
and none of it you're able to confirm back to Moses.
I agree that you
because
believe it's a corrupted book.
No, it's not only a belief, it's based on evidence.
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
For example, Deuteronomy.
Please do not go there because of please.
Because of what?
No,
because it's an important point.
No,
if the book in the 4th century was corrupted,
I want us to focus on something. I'm not saying it's not corrupt. To you, I get it. You said it's corrupted. I get it.
No,
So
but
when I'm talking
you're
about-
saying it's not.
Hold on.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is this, yeah. Let's assume what you're saying, you said it's corrupted. I get your position. I said it's not. But what I'm saying, what we have that you consider corrupted book
Yes.
in that time,
Yes.
and to now
Yeah.
we have that time we have Luke, right?
Yes.
We have John.
Yes.
We have Matthew.
Yes.
Okay, good. So at the time of Muhammad, they have Matthew, they have John.
We don't know what we don't know what the Christians had.
We do.
No. Let me finish. In the Christian world, you had these books.
Yes.
But the Arabs, Christians.
I'm not talking about Arabs.
No. Okay. Because here, if you're talking about what they had in the Vatican,
Yeah.
okay. So then we know, yes, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, they had this in the Vatican. Yes. But are you saying that all of the Christians had the same books and used the same books? Are you going to demonstrate it?
That they have the symbol.
Yes.
That's not what I said.
So
what
no.
I said is this.
Yes.
Listen to what I said again.
So in the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Christians, when he came into contact with them, are you saying that they had 27 books with them and they called it the New
I'll show you
Testament?
what they had. In the time of Muhammad,
Yeah.
they have this canon.
Did they have the 27
They
books
have,
of the
they
New
have a
Testament?
Catholic church at that time.
No, not at that time, but I'm talking about in that place.
In Medina. I don't know what they had in Medina.
Okay, that's the point then.
But this is not the point.
Yeah. That is the point.
So this is not where you're getting everything wrong. When Allah was addressing,
Yes.
He was addressing the people that they call themselves Jew, that they worship God,
Yes.
in certain, that
Yes.
Judaism. That's
Yes.
a Judaism, yeah?
Yes.
And it's addressing Christianity.
Yes.
So when Allah was addressing, He was addressing people that they believe in certain things.
Yes.
What do those people believe in? And those people are considered Catholic Church at that time. They are the one. Hold on. They are the one that have the canon. They are the one that decide this is what we believe in. Not some.
Did they have a
groups.
canon at that time?
Yes, they do have.
Are you sure?
Hold on. I'm trying to. They have a.
Regardless. No, regardless. Because the point is, what they had at that time,
Yes.
the Quran refutes it as well.
I get it. But
Yes.
what I'm trying to say
Yes.
to you is this, those things that they have, Book of John,
Yes.
they have it during the time of Muhammad. Because they already did
It
Exodus.
existed, but
existed.
did the Prophet Muhammad have it, or did the Arabs have it around him, or the
Forget
Christians,
about
or the Christians he came in contact have it?
Whether they have it or not,
Yes.
Allah addressed it. It's what I'm talking about. Allah knows best. He knows more than me and you.
No,
Allah doesn't need to say
no. This is you putting something in. The point being is the Quran itself.
Yes.
It refutes the beliefs.
I get it.
Okay, listen. So I'm asking you the same question.
Yes.
The same question.
Yeah.
Without trying to use the Quran from your own self, can you affirm the first 5 books which you have?
You're trying to run away from it.
No, it's not running away.
I've already agreed with you
Can
that
they?
let's say
Can
it's
you?
corrupted.
No. I'm
According to you,
asking
it's
you.
corrupted.
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to put that anymore. I don't need to put that to you anymore.
So look, Genesis.
Because you already believe it's corrupted, and I said, okay,
No,
fine.
Genesis, verse 12.
Yes.
Sorry, chapter 12, verse 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Genesis, chapter 12, verse 6.
Yeah.
It mentions it, and Abram
Yes.
passed through the land unto the place of Siham or Sikam, unto the plain of Morah, and the Canaanite was then in the land.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one who wrote this, he's saying that when Abraham traveled through this place,
To this place.
at that time,
It wasn't there.
the Canaanites were still in the land. As you know, according to the Bible, the Canaanites were not removed from Jerusalem in this area until after Moses died, in the time of Joshua.
Huh? What is that? What happened? The story is what? Who?
Okay. In the time of Joshua. Okay. So the author who wrote Genesis 12 and 6, he's writing after the Canaanites were moved from the land. So this 12 and 6 was not written by Moses or in the time of Moses. It was written after. Okay.
All right.
Genesis 14:14. Let's see.
Why are you still trying to prove that it's corrupt? You already said it's corrupt, right? Why are you still trying to prove that?
Okay.
I've already agreed with you that according to you,
Let me finish. No.
it's corrupt.
Listen.
According
No.
to-
You have acknowledged, according to me, according to the Muslims, it's corrupt.
Yes.
We've acknowledged that.
Yes.
But I'm showing you, according to the book itself, it's corrupt.
All right. I don't have an answer for you on this one, so can we leave
So
this one?
Genesis 14:14. And when Abram heard that his brother, here is refuting to Lot, was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. So Abraham, or Abram, he was called at the time, according to the Bible, he pursued these people who had taken Lot up until Dan. Do you know where the place Dan is? Okay. After Moses died, according to the Bible, then Joshua, he conquered the land from the Canaanites, the promised land. And the 12 sons, the 12 tribes, they entered that land. And then each, according to the Bible, each tribe was given an area, a land. One of the tribes, according to the Bible, is known as Dan. So that place was called Dan because of the tribe who lived there. Okay. So the author of Genesis is talking about in the time of Abraham chased the people up until Dan. So from this, biblical scholars say that this had to be written after Moses. Therefore, it wasn't revealed to Moses.
It was revealed to whoever that was written.
No. The point is Moses received revelation. But the book which you have, the Jews, the Christians, according to the book itself. According to the book itself, it's not from the time of Moses. This was written after Moses. Okay. Deuteronomy
Oh,
Chap-
no,
chapter-
two is enough, so that I can
No,
talk.
but there's
So
so
that I
many.
can-
Chapter
okay,
thir-
no,
chapter 34.
Let's make it this fair. Yeah.
Verse 10.
Let's make this fair. You're trying to do something.
No.
Let's make it fair.
The point is,
I've
no.
read what you said about
Okay.
it.
Do
The
you
Bible
do
scholar,
you accept
that's
it?
what you said.
Do you accept it?
Now what?
That these verses were not written by Moses or in the time of Moses.
No, the reason why I didn't, the reason why I'm not accepting.
You don't accept it.
The reason why I'm not accepting it is this,
Yeah.
because I've not studied this thing that you
Okay.
said. So if I check it and I'm
Okay, no problem.
so I don't know.
Then
so
check
I can't
it.
accept
But I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you one which you don't have to. You don't have to check.
Don't give me any more. Let me give me a chance.
I
Be
will.
fair.
No,
Be fair
because
to me.
what is, I'm trying to make a point,
Okay.
and I understand it's true. Sometimes someone will make a point, you have to go and research it.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to give you something which you don't have to research. It's clear as the sun in the sky. So Deuteronomy, chapter 34, verse 5.
Let me read it.
It mentions the death and the burial of Moses.
Moses,
Yes. And then in the same chapter, verse number 10, it says, and since that time there has not appeared in Israel a prophet like Moses. Therefore,
someone complete it.
this is written after Moses. Moses did not write about his death.
Yes.
He did not write about his death.
Simply, yes,
And,
someone wrote it.
and when you make a statement that there has been no prophet in the children of Israel like Moses since that time, this has to be after.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
But there's so many verses like this. So the point being is,
So if Moses started it, somebody finished it.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? It means that what?
therefore this is not the revelation given to Moses.
Okay, according to Islam. But we don't have
According
that.
to the book itself.
No, but we don't have that claim. We are not putting the claim that God gave the revelation to Moses. Nobody wrote anything in Deuteronomy. We're not basing our
okay.
faith on that.
You need to check history.
I get what you are saying.
This is the traditional position of Judaism and Christianity.
I get what you're saying because
but when
Allah
they,
said
when
he
they
revealed
were,
everything
when
to
the
Moses.
errors were shown, then the Christians, they moved their position on what does revelation mean, what does inspiration mean. They changed their position. My point being is that the Quran, it already shows
They
you.
they didn't change it. They understand it.
No, they changed their position.
All right, they changed it.
They changed their position.
Okay.
So the Quran is telling you that what the Jews and Christians have is a corrupted text.
All right. So I get what you're saying now.
Yes.
So give me a chance to talk now. So what I'm
This
saying
will be
is-
the
so
last
let's go-
point.
So
Yeah.
let's go back to what we're saying.
Yeah.
During the time, the Catholic Church,
Yeah.
they have what they call, they have Hebrew Bible. You know Hebrew Bible first. Then they change it to Greek.
No. Are you saying the New Testament?
No, not the New Testament, Old Testament.
Okay,
they had it in Hebrew first.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Well, what if they didn't have it? What was it written?
Okay.
Old Testament.
The church, it had the Greek Septuagint.
That was
Yeah.
Greek.
Yes, they had that.
But what did
They
they
had
write
that.
from?
They had that.
Yeah.
The Masoretic text, the Hebrew text,
Yeah.
it was written.
Before the
It was
Greek
written
one.
after Jesus. It was written after Jesus. No, listen.
What are you talking about?
No one had the Hebrew text. The Hebrew text, what they found, the earliest Hebrew writings of the Old Testament
Yes.
was found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Qumran caves.
That's what I'm saying.
Before that, they never had it.
The Greek,
The-
the
even
what how do they pronounce it?
even the
It's
New
Septuagint,
Testament, the New
whatever,
Testament,
Septuagint.
the New Testament
Was that before
writers,
Jesus Christ?
the New Testament writers,
Hold on. Was it before
they
Jesus Christ?
used the Greek
The Greek
Old
one,
Testament to
was it
write their
before-
books.
Was it before
Yes,
Jesus Christ?
yes,
The Greek.
yes.
So the Greek one that they
Yes.
have in the Old Testament that they have Greek before
Yes.
Jesus Christ. How did they write that one? What did they use to write that one?
What they claim,
What they claim? Yes.
what they claim,
Yeah.
what the Jews claim. They said because of the Hellenistic period, you know, when
The Second Temple.
when the Greeks
they fought,
had
yeah.
taken over.
Yeah.
Okay. And many of the Jews have forgotten the Hebrew.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not speaking Greek. Yeah.
Then they claim that they took 5 members of each tribe, of the 12 tribes, and put them in a room, hence why it's called the Septuagint, the 70, and they wrote a Greek translation.
They claim
That's what
that,
they claim.
They claim
Look
that
up.
they transfer it.
Uh-huh.
They translate from Hebrew
So where's
to
the-
Greek.
okay, so-
that's what they said. Oh, what's his name?
They can say what they want, but show us the Hebrew manuscripts.
Okay, they don't have it.
They don't have
They
it.
don't have it.
So the earliest manuscripts you have
Yeah.
are the ones which are found in the Dead Sea Scrolls,
Yeah, Dead Sea
which were
Scrolls,
written
yeah.
maybe 200 years
It's not maybe
to 200 years before Jesus to a 300-year period. 200 years before, 100 years after, that period.
So that means there's something called Hebrew.
But these books, in many places, firstly, they're not complete.
I don't even want to talk about
No, it's important to know.
Yeah, it's important, I know it.
They're not
I want to
complete.
make a point with
The
it.
most complete one is the book of Isaiah. But these Dead Sea Scrolls, they differ with the Masoretic text in many places, and they differ with the Greek Septuagint. But these are the earliest copies you have of the books of the Hebrew Bible. But the point is, even these books are over 1,000 years after Moses.
Okay, now let's talk about Catholic Church. All right, Catholic Church is already established before Muhammad died. Right?
Do you trust the Catholic Church?
Forget about whether I trust them.
Do you trust them?
They already established Catholic Church.
Yes. Do you
Catholic
trust them?
Church, forget about whether I trust them. Catholic Church.
You don't trust them?
When during the time of Catholic Church, do they have something called a book that they follow?
Yes.
Do they have something they call Old Testament and New Testament?
Yes.
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 This is before Muhammad, right? And that book contains 39 and 71.
No. It contains numerous books.
Numerous books, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And books which you don't accept.
And the one that we don't accept now, this is before Muhammad.
Yeah.
Good. So when Muhammad came, Catholic Church is still around.
Yes.
So that book is still around.
Yes.
Good. So when Allah was talking to Muhammad,
yes,
he was talking about those people, right? The Catholic people, the people that call themselves church father, whatever father, Christian. Okay, good. And what they had that time is these things that we serve, Bible today, some of them that we accept today, some of them they would accept today. Apocryphals and the ones that we accept.
So look, the point here, look,
like you said that you agree or not? Do you agree with what I said or not?
The argument here.
No, not the argument. I'm leading. I'm trying to get you somewhere. But do you agree that what they had that time, whether Muhammad knows about it, but there's something that they had that time which Allah knows about it?
Yes, those books existed.
Allah knows about it. Forget about Muhammad.
Yes, Allah knows about it. And they were corrupt at that time. Yes.
Good. So Allah knows that those things are corrupted.
Yes.
Good. So if Allah knows that those books are corrupted, right? So that means Allah was talking to those people at that time. Okay, good. So now this is what I'm saying. You said
yes,
Allah gave Injil to Jesus Christ.
Yes.
So when Allah gave Injil to Jesus Christ,
yes,
I asked you, is it a book?
Yes.
You said we are not sure.
No, I said
it's a book.
Yes,
But
yes.
you said, but we're not sure if.
I'm not sure if it came down in the book in one or if it was recited and wrote. Yes.
So
yes,
that
yes,
means
yes.
what you said is not right. If it's not a book, it's not a book. If it's revelation, then it's not a book.
No, it's not right. Why?
Okay. But you always say
what do you understand by revelation? And what do you understand by a book?
Okay, good. Revelation is something that, let's say I'm sleeping, I had a dream, and God revealed something to me. That's revelation. He showed me something that's going to happen. Hold on. Let me
provide evidence.
Evidence for what? Evidence for what?
Provide evidence for that. That is what revelation is.
It's in your hadith. When Aisha said, your messenger received, Muhammad received revelation sometimes through ringing, sometimes when he was sleeping.
Okay.
Is that an evidence?
Okay. No, but the point being, the point is, look, let me explain to you. Firstly, revelation comes down in different ways.
In different ways, yes.
In different ways. When a messenger, someone appointed and chosen by the Creator, has a dream, this is revelation.
That's
yes.
That's
yes.
One.
But not every person who has a dream, that their dream is revelation.
You have to explain.
So I'm asking you what to. So you said that when you have a dream, that this is revelation.
I'm saying I didn't say when you have a dream. You said I should give an example of how revelation.
No. I'm asking you to define it. What is revelation?
Something that is revealed to you, something that you don't know, but it's revealed to you. That's revelation. Something that you don't have knowledge of it before, and it's revealed to you.
What we are referring to here, what we are referring to as Muslims, we are referring to the speech of Allah. Allah says something, and He gives it to the angel to bring down to a messenger.
So let's say, for example, do you know this man's name? For example, do you know his name?
No.
Anyone? Do you know any people? You know Sam's name, right?
Yes.
So if Allah says to you, Sam's name is Sam, is that a revelation?
Huh?
If Allah said to you, Sam's name is Sam, is that a revelation?
Who says?
If Allah said to you,
no,
that's not a revelation.
Not Islamically, no. Because revelation is something is revealed to a messenger.
No, I get it,
Yes,
but I'm saying
a
that
messenger only.
What you
Other
said,
than a messenger doesn't receive
okay,
revelation.
If
Yes.
something that Muhammad already, okay, let's say Khadija.
Yeah.
Muhammad know Khadija's name already. If Allah said to Muhammad, your wife's name is Khadija, is that a revelation? Something that you already know?
No. Listen. Keep it simple.
Sorry?
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
The point here, the point being here, is that as Muslims, this is just the summary. Muslims, we believe that Moses was given revelation, the Torah. Okay. But we believe, and the Quran is affirming what Musa alayhi salam or Moses was revealed to him. But the book which the Jews have in their hands and the Christians have in their hands is corrupted according to the Quran, according to the Sunnah, and according to reality. I gave you 3 examples.
No.
I can give you many examples of contradictions in the changing of laws. Yes, lies.
Just because someone says something,
yes,
you need to understand this part very well.
Yeah.
Just because someone says something doesn't mean they are right. Do you know that, right? Just because Quran says something doesn't mean it's right. That's what I'm saying.
No. Did you say just because someone says something doesn't mean it's right? But when the Quran says something, it's 100% right, because this is revelation from the Creator from the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and preserved to this day.
But do you believe that just because someone says something, it doesn't mean they are right? Do you believe that?
Of course.
Okay, good. So our position is this. I get it. You believe in Quran.
Yes.
But our position is, yes, Quran says something, but we don't believe it's right.
Yeah, because you're a disbeliever. I know that. Yes.
So I'm trying to say to you, say now, let's check what Quran says. Can he actually stand? And this is what we're doing.
And the problem is you're coming from a corrupt position.
Hold on.
Listen.
To you.
Yes.
Okay, great.
You're coming from a corrupt position, and then you're reading into the Quran that which is not there.
Hold on, I get what you're saying, but this is not the thing. What I'm saying is
this,
we're talking about.
This subject is going round and round in circles.
The Catholic Church that we're talking about.
The Quran itself.
Which at the time of that.
The Quran, the book. Look, you are claiming that the Quran is affirming the books which the Jews and the Christians have, but the Quran is the books which the Jews and the Christians have.
It was written by
accuses Lot.
Hold on, please. You're digressing now.
No, it's not aggressive. Okay, look, but I'm going to give you a list of things which the Quran does not affirm, and the Quran negates it. Therefore,
Bible and Quran contradiction now.
No, listen. So basically, what?
I have a lot about Quran.
You're coming from your point. Your point is, your argument is, the Quran
confirms what we have.
Is affirming what the Jews and the Christians have.
Yes.
And then the Quran is saying that some of the things which you have is incorrect. Therefore, you're saying the Quran is contradicting itself.
Yes.
That's your argument.
That's my argument.
And I'm saying the problem is not only your understanding, but I would say your corrupt intent. Because the way to understand it is, when the Quran affirms, it's affirming what you still have from the original revelation given to Moses, the original revelation given to Dawood, and the original revelation given to Jesus, Isa alayhi salam.
So this is where you're
Let me finish. So this is the point we're making. And in order to demonstrate this, we're showing you where the Quran has corrected the Bible.
Why is Quran correcting Luke? Why is Quran correcting Mark?
Listen. And also, if the Muslims, they just step back, the Muslim scholars don't say a single word. Your own biblical scholars are telling you that your book is not the original book. We can't trace this book back to Moses.
Why is Allah addressing Mark? That's what I'm saying. Why is Allah addressing Mark?
To be honest, Larry.
Because you said Allah didn't give it to Mark.
I'm finished now.
He didn't give it to Luke. Allah didn't give
I'm finished now.
Hold on, you're not getting it. Allah didn't give it to Mark.
No, I understand.
He didn't give it to Luke.
I don't agree with you. Therefore, it's
any
finished.
Book that we have, any book that Christians have, is written by these people. Anything that we associate ourselves
No,
with.
you don't know who wrote them. This is a separate.
We don't know who
separate.
wrote them. Okay, let's agree that we don't know who.
Do you know who wrote them?
Listen.
Do you know who wrote them?
I said Mark. You said it's not
No,
Mark.
no. Okay.
Okay.
Can you show? Look, without this. This is why it's going to go into another subject. Can you show it from Mark?
Don't let us.
Can you show it? No.
Can you
Because,
show me who wrote Surah Al-Baqarah? Can you show me who wrote Surah Al-Baqarah?
yes.
Show me who wrote it. The name of who wrote Surah Al-Baqarah.
The Quran was revealed
Who wrote
upon
Surah Al-Baqarah?
the whole Quran was revealed upon the Prophet Muhammad
I know,
sallallahu
who
alaihi
wrote
wasallam, and he recited it to the people, and the people they memorized it
And
to this day.
But who now wrote it down? What's the name of the person that wrote it down?
The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have the names of 65 different scribes.
Who wrote it down?
So who wrote down the whole of Baqarah? I don't know.
Exactly.
No. It's not the same argument.
Okay, we're not doing argument.
No,
Let's
you're
do the argument.
disingenuous because it's not the same argument.
Because you said who wrote this.
The argument is you have a book
Yes.
written after Jesus. And
Exactly. You said written after Jesus. That's exactly what I'm doing.
And claimed.
That's exactly what I'm
claimed
saying.
that Mark,
Was it written after Jesus?
the secretary of Peter wrote it, but you
Was
have
it
no
written after
evidence.
Jesus? Was it written after Jesus? You just said it. It was written after Jesus.
The New
right?
Testament.
Yes. Hey, you know, see, you're getting it now. If it was
Anyway.
written after Jesus, if it was written after Jesus,
Yes.
that means Jesus didn't write it. That means it couldn't have been in
Yes.
That means it couldn't have been
Yes.
what you claim in
As I told you last week, and as I told you this
so
week,
Luke now wrote something.
So this is the
Now,
corrupted
Allah didn't
text.
you know Allah didn't talk to Luke.
this is the corrupted text.
But you know Allah
Yes.
didn't talk to Luke.
Uh,
Allah didn't talk to Luke. Allah didn't give his
Listen. Luke himself. Look. I'm finished now, but I'm going to
Listen
tell you
to what
last
I
week.
said.
Luke himself does not claim.
That he wrote Luke.
Firstly, you have no evidence
That Luke wrote
that a
Luke.
person called Luke, who was a traveling companion of Paul, wrote it. You have no evidence. That's one.
Okay,
But secondly, if you read the Gospel according to Luke, he himself is telling you. He told you that I felt that I should write
Okay, Paul, what about Paul?
from what witnesses
Did Paul write his
and
books?
what eyewitnesses write.
What about Paul? Did Paul write his books? Did Paul write his book? Did Paul write his book?
According to scholars, he has 14 books. Hebrews is definitely not by him. 6 books are disputed.
So why did Allah? Why did Allah?
On day of judgment it will finish. We can have
Larry,
Okay, you know what?
finish.
He said something before. He said,
I'm finished.
No, I get we're finished. He
I'm
said
finished.
something before. He said,
Yeah.
he said probably. It's not, he
No,
said
it's fine,
probably
it's
we can discuss. He said you have our YouTube.
No.
He said you're a responder on YouTube.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
There is another one.
No, I never said you would.
The mic there here. That's it.